Hello besties and welcome back. Today we are ranking all 31 woohoo locations in The Sims 4 and I'm showing the animation which comes with them. I hope you enjoy. Number 31 is Bed Woohoo, which is basically the base woohoo that you are having in the game. It's fine, it's functional, it's what your Sims need and uses every time when they are married or not, or they are having adultery. It's fun, but nothing interesting that will have some extra spice in my game. And let's not talk about the wicked whims. Adult Sims can woohoo in the bed and also teens can make out in the bed. So this is basically little nice base game feature, good for realism but not so good for entertainment. Number 30 is Shower Woohoo, which came with Discover University expansion pack. In there you can basically woohoo in any shower which you are having in the game, which is having that little box around it, and that is great until you realize the animation looks a little like that they are speedrunning some kind of like hygiene challenge in there. It's fun, but nothing like really unique. It's quick, efficient, and it raises your water bill, which is incredible, but other than that, it's just basic woohoo, just standing and a little watery, if I could say. Number 29 continues with the water theme. This is the Hot Tub Woohoo, which is basically another one base game feature in every Sims series game. And yes, we love watery woohoo and we love hot tubs, and this is iconic, nostalgic, and it always makes your Sims exit the tub like freshly boiled ravioli. This brings back my childhood memories with The Sims 2 and with the Don Lothario first time woohooing with Nina Caliente, and that's why it has nostalgic value for me, but it's in a lower in my list because it's not something unusual that we are having right now in the game. Number 28 is Romantic Blanket, which came with the Love Struck expansion pack. The Romantic Blanket is basically everything that you can have in the game. You can have romantic dates in there. On it you can eat some nice romantic food, and also you can woohoo it with it. The animation is soft, it gives me cozy atmosphere, and the blanket roll around like a warm woohoo burrito, which is kinda cute reference to the world, and I don't know, cute, comfort, and basically you can bring it in anywhere that you want, which is really nice feature with the blanket, but it's still missing something that I'm really missing with the woohoos in the game. 27 is the Walking Closets, which came with the Get Together and also with the Love Struck, that little cleaning walk-in closet or closet, and this is a really hilarious woohoo place, and I'm also always loving that when you're going to a club place that your Sims are going downstairs to woohoo in the closet. It feels like that they're going some kind of like adult Narnia in there and having their private moment in there, and it's, I don't know, it's not romantic because imagine you having this woohoo moment in there and hanger in your back, but it's still fun and nice, and it was really unique when it came with The Sims 4 at that time. '26 came with the Copperdale world and with the high school experience. Well, the high school expansion pack. Oh no, wait. With the high school years expansion pack, and this pier is at the world, and you can basically woohoo wherever you want with these little amusement park rides. You can woohoo in the Ferris wheel, in the haunted house, or at the romantic ride, and these are fun, nice places to woohoo. They are exotic, they are fun, they are unique, and it's cute that you can see that when they are woohooing that that the hearts are going with the ride in there. But I wish I could see the animation in what they are doing in the ride, if you know what I mean, and it's just not like the rabbit hole in there. But still, I really enjoy this, and especially because it's with the teenage years. 25 is the photo booth where you can woohoo and at the same time have picture with your Sims. And this also have a nostalgic vibe with me because this was in The Sims 2 already. And I don't know, it's fun and it's having nice little value for me, and it's hilarious to go in a public place and have a woohoo in there. And also I'm liking the animation what's happening in here, because you can basically see or imagine what's happening in the photo booth, and it's not just like basic rabbit hole that you're having in the game, and that way it makes it like unique place to have woohoo in. 24th is the backyard observatory, which is really hilarious in my opinion. It's just this really big clumsy gumball machine of romance, if you could say so. And I'm also loving the animation in here. It's first a settle and subtle and whatever, and at the time it's getting like bigger and bigger, the animation in there. It was so weird that this was the only place or like the only telescope that we were having in the game in the first place, and we didn't have like real telescopes, but we got woohoo with it, so that's cool, right? 23rd is tent, which is actually really cute, and this game with the outdoor retreats came back, and I really love how this is also subtle, but somehow it turns really dramatic at the end of the woohoo session in there. And I don't know, I use this a lot when this came to our game, and it's like something that you can have in anywhere in the world, and that is like the best thing to have if you want to have woohoos without like any mods in the game. 22nd is the water woohoo, and basically you can now woohoo in any water that you have in the game if you're having Adventure Awaits expansion pack. And this is really cool and awesome woohoo that we are right now having in the game. It's one of my favorite. It has cool animation in here, but there's still lots of many more cool woohoos in the game, so this is in the middle on the place. Number 21 is the Party Bush, which came with Get Together expansion pack and now is in many expansion packs. And this is hilarious because you can just jump to the bush and start woohooing, and people can judge you that what you are doing in the bush. It's mostly fun way to have affairs if you're living family home or family life with your Sims, but other than that it's not giving so much interesting things to do. There's not like interesting animation in there. The bush is like moving, but that's about all in there. I wish there could be some kind of like squirrel jumping out of the bush with embarrassment or something, but still fun, and I'm using this a lot. Number 20 is the sauna or sauna. And this actually should be at the low of the tier list, because no one should never woohoo at the sauna, and the EA is having a really bad influence to the people that you really need to have woohoo in the sauna, because that is a really holy place to us Finns. It has nice animations, and with the spa day this was really hilarious expansion pack or like woohoo that we are having in the game. And the animation is really cute that we can actually see the Sims, so that's why it's in the middle on the list. Number 19 is Animal Shed, which came in the Cottage Living expansion pack, and this was also very unique woohoo place to have in the game, and I use this a lot, and I'm still using this a lot, especially if I'm playing with the Henford on Backley. It's disgusting, unhygienic, and I don't know, but it is fun that it really debuffs the hygiene need in the game, and also it's fun to see how the shed is really interacting with the animation, and there's like really cool animation in the woohoo in the first place, so that's why it's like a little upper in my list. Number 18 is the Hot Spring Woohoo, which came with the... Oh no, why I don't remember expansion packs names anymore? Well, it came with the Montgomery expansion pack, Snowy Escape. Basically, this is disgusting. I don't like it in real life. Well, I haven't done it in my real life, but it's having the same animation that the Hot Tub Woohoo, but still it's a unique place to have Woohoo in, even though it's having a really disgusting bacteria land to develop different kind of like diseases in there, and especially it's disgusting that the water is turning to a green after the woohoo. So remember kids, no public woohoos, and especially not in any bathhouses, please. Number 17 is the Dumpster Woohoo, which came with the Occult Live expansion pack, and also this is disgusting place to have woohoo in, and especially it's disgusting that the garbage is throwing away out from the dumpster, but I'm really loving the animation with this woohoo. It's like really having nice and big animation with the dumpster, and especially you can imagine what they're doing in there, even though it's disgusting, and somehow it is really hilarious to see this happening in your game. If you're having example command center mod in your game and the Sims are having autonomously woohoo, and they are doing that in the world, and you can see that the devs have really had their heart when they did this woohoo with the animation and all the details that it's having. Number 16 is Treehouse, which came in Growing Together expansion pack, and this woohoo place is really hilarious. I'm using this all the time, especially if I'm having teens in my home, and also it's nice fun summer activity for children to do, or with parents, or with family gameplay with children and parents doing some activities together. And I don't know, this is just something cool that we really don't have in the game, or we did have this in The Sims 3, but other than that, it's something brand new. Number 15 is Waterfall in Sulani, so this woohoo place came with the Island Living expansion pack, and you can do this only at the Sulani, one of the neighborhoods. This is fun, unique and exotic place to have woohoo. It's kinda romantic. I think this is most romantic place to have woohoo in the game, and like once again something unique in a world that you can do this only in Sulani, and of course now with Tartosa. But yeah, I'm just loving it. I don't have any more words to this. Number 14 is Leaf Pile Woohoo. So basically if you have season expansion pack, you can do this only at the autumn or fall. You need to just rake the leaves into a pile, and then you can choose to woohoo there with your favorite or not favorite sim or people. And I'm loving this, that this is just basically something that is connected with the seasons, and you can do this only at the fall or at the autumn, and that is so cool, because in The Sims 3 we had these little igloos or like that snow builds that we can do, and then we can sleep there and woohoo in there, and I wish we could have more of these in The Sims 4 also. 13th place goes to Outdoor House Woohoo, which came with the Nature Calling event. Was it called like that? I think so. And this is really unique woohoo place, and there is awesome that there's actually unique woohoo animation in there, and also because it's only event object that there is really little details in this woohoo animation, and I'm appreciating it a lot. And I'm not actually using this a lot, but every time when I see this in my BB category or catalog, I'm always like, oh yeah, I totally forget it, and oh yeah, this is so cool that we are finally having outhouses and that we can have dirty woohoo there also. 12th place goes to Rocket Ship Woohoo, which is really hilarious, absurd, and something that is really seems like that we are having in the game. And I don't know, well, the animation in here is a little bit boring, or basically there isn't anything, but it's just hilarious that they can woohoo, and then sometimes the plane can crash to the land, and it's just something that only in the Sims game can happen, but it's unique and interesting way to have woohoo and especially have travel, and also the rocket skill is leveling up when you're woohooing in the rocket ship. 11th place goes to Coughing Woohoo. Coughing, isn't it like the Pokemon? Well, you know, coughing. Wait. Yeah, it was the right word. Yeah, but this place goes to this because it's unique with the vampires. Of course, you can do with like human Sims this also, and it's kinda giving the occult vibe in there. Nothing really special, but still something unique that we had in the game back with the vampires, so that's why it's on top of my tier list. And also I'm loving that there's like really details in the animation in here, and the devs have really thought about this through, and it's not just like something random thing or random rabbit hole that's happening in the woohoo animation. 10th place is Bats Woohoo, and basically your both vampires need to know how to transform in the bat form, and then they can woohoo in basically anywhere they want, and this is actually the shortest woohoo animation that we are having in the game. 9th place goes to Lighthouse Woohoo, which basically you can do only at the Brindleton Bay world. You need to go to the island where is the museum, and then there find the lighthouse, and then you can woohoo there or have private moment with your favorite sim, and I love it. And especially if you're woohooing at night, there is this lamp that is like really throwing the light to the surroundings, and that is like really cool little detail that we're not having in the game with any other woohoo, that there's like different animations depending on if you are doing the woohoo at the day or at the night. 8th woohoo place is a sleeping pod, which came with Get Famous expansion pack, and this is actually the same animation that we are having with the vampires with the coffin, but this some kind of like reminds me of Sims 3 Into the Future expansion pack, and that's why it's like really upper in my list. And also I'm loving that there's like this heartbeat and the hearts going with the animation with the sleeping pod's cover, and it really gives me that there is like rich people having their favorite moment in there. And I don't know, it's something weird, something absurd, and something that I recognize that this is Sims humor in the game. 7th woohoo place is Money Vault Woohoo, and I really love this woohoo place. So basically you need to buy this Money Vault, and then you need to have a money pile in there, so you need to have lots of money, so you really need to have a rich sim. And this is just something, once again, something really cartoonish, something really Sims comedy, Sims humor vibing woohoo, and I'm loving the animation that the money is just flying over there, and especially at the moment when the woohoo is at the highest point, if I'm gonna say it like politically correct way. And yeah, something unique, something I really enjoy have if I'm having rich sim in my game. Number 6 is Dwelling Near Blackspire Outpost Woohoo, because this is so random that we're having in Disney expansion pack or at the Star Wars expansion pack a rare woohoo place that basically I think not so many people know that it even exists. It's not very big, or it's not like the animation is not like really interesting there, but I wanted to rank it this high because it's just so weird that we're having that in the game. Fifth place goes to Beso Rapido Motel that we're having with the Love Struck expansion pack, and I'm kinda loving this. I'm always, if I'm having affair with my Sims, I'm always sending them in this motel to have their favorite woohoo moment in there, because it's just so hilarious that we're finally having motel, and it's just so funny that you can use the motel to have woohoo in there and have like really adult gameplay with it. And also I'm really excited and awed about that it's having cool animation in there and like the whole building is shaking. Fourth place goes to Crypt Woohoo, which came with Life and Death expansion pack. So basically you need to have Crypt in your lot or you need to travel in the Ravenwoods. And I just love how macabre this woohoo place is, and also I'm loving that there are many interactions in the crypt. It's a little bit sad that there isn't so much animations going on in there, but like the ending of the animation or the woohoo is really awesome, and it really gives me the vibe what's happening in there and how good the woohoo is. But I'm giving the points that there is like really, once again, sim feeling woohoo place in the game. Third place goes to Ghost Woohoo, because basically you also need to have both Sims having this ghost ability, this transcendent ability, and then to woohoo, and then you can basically woohoo wherever, in which object you just want to woohoo in, and this is like the culmination of the Sims 4 humor for me. It's fun, it's weird, it's something that I wouldn't come up with my mind if I'm just trying to figure out what to have in the game, and it's just cute, and the thought that the ghost can also woohoo in the afterlife is something that I'm really enjoying in the game, and also they can go to a small places, which makes the woohoo really cute in my opinion. Second place goes to Woohoo in the Sky with the fairies with the Enchanted by Nature expansion pack, and this is just basically that I think this has the best woohoo animation that we're having in the game. It's cute, it's fun, it's really detailed, you can just basically look everything that's happening in there. It's long animation. All the woohoo animations are like 1 minute long, except the Bats woohoo, which is only a few seconds, and I don't know, this is just something that is really awesome, and when my Sims are fairies and when they are woohooing, I'm definitely watching they're doing that, because I really enjoy that there is a heart in the animation, and the devs have really think through what the fairy woohoo would look like, and that's why it's higher in my ranking, even though I'm not liking the fairy expansion pack so much. And the first place goes to Mount Komorebi's Cave Woohoo, because basically this is something that I think not so many people know about. You just need to take the excursion to the mountain, to the Mount Komorebi, and there are few places where you can woohoo and warm yourself up with your excursion mate and have a nice little cave moment there and to have fun in there. And it's not like very awesome animated woohoo, but still it's rare, it's fun, it's weird, and something that is really uncommon and fun, like prize to have when you have conquered the Mount Komorebi. But yeah, here is every woohoo 31. Which one are your favorite? Let me know down in the comment. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and I see you in the next video. And I wish you the greatest week. Okay, bye.